Hey guys, we are testing one of the most safest cars that Maruti Suzuki has to offer. It's the Maruti Suzuki Vitara Brezza. So Brezza is one of those cars which received 4-star in the global NCAP crash test. And we truly support safer cars for India. The sub-4-meter 4-star SUV got a facelift recently wherein it received a revised front and a heart transplant. Let us have a look. Brezza was always a one-engine car. It was only offered in diesel till now, and after the discontinuation of the diesel engine, the petrol engine is the only engine on offer now. Unlike other competitors which provide multiple diesel and petrol engines, this is not the case with Vitara Brezza. Other than the engine, there were other cosmetic and feature updates on the new Vitara Brezza, like the dual projector headlamps which now get LEDs, that is a separate LED projector for the low beam and a separate LED projector for the high beam. A new thick chrome grille has also been provided which actually connects both the headlamps. A new front bumper and inclusion of LED fog lamps have also been provided on the new Vitara Brezza. And at the rear it gets the new LED tail lamps. Now with this LED setup, the Vitara Brezza now looks more premium than before. And Brezza carries over the boxy squarish profile from before. On the inside, Brezza has been carried over as it is. The interiors are plasticky and look quite old. The dashboard has a conventional design, but for any typical Maruti Suzuki car, the interiors as well as the texture quality is not impressive. Even the MID controls here are old school and look quite old. Overall premium feel factor is lost once you enter the cabin. Seats are well designed and get good support. Driver seat is available with manual height control. Steering wheel is good to hold and gets tilt adjustment, controls for audio, Bluetooth, calling and cruise control. Then we have a 7-inch Smart Play Studio that gets radio, USB, aux, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Just underneath you have auto AC, USB, aux, 12V SSD socket and a storage space. 2 cup holders in the center tunnel have been provided. The front center armrest, which is adjustable, also gets a storage space underneath. A dual glove box setup, storage pockets in the door pads, storage space in the dash underneath the steering, a sunglass holder near the cabin light and a rear armrest also gets 2 cup holders. All in all, there are many practical storage spaces. The dashboard is ergonomically designed, leaving aside the quality factor. But there are 2 major points that I would like to tell you about. One is the power window switch on the door pad, which is not backlit and would be difficult to use at night. Plus, only the driver side window gets the auto up-down feature. Now the second point that I would like to come up with is the headlamp leveling and the ORVM adjustment switch on the dashboard underneath the steering is difficult to use at night as it is not backlit. Legroom at the rear is quite sufficient, but the Nissan Magnite still feels much more spacious. Now the middle passenger would feel a lot uncomfortable. I'll tell you why. Now the front armrest protrudes way towards the back and this makes the Brezza a strict 4-seater. An accessory socket for the rear passengers has not been provided, but there is one inside the boot and I really can't understand why this has been done. Also, there is no rear AC vent. The boot is wide and has ample 328-liter space which can be increased by 60-40 rear seat, making it again practical and usable unlike the small boot in XUV 300. The Brezza is powered by the same 1.5-liter petrol engine, which is also available in the Ciaz as well as Ertiga. It also shares the same transmission, the 5-speed manual transmission and the 4-speed automatic transmission. So how good is the Brezza to drive? We are driving the manual transmission today. Firstly, I would like to point out that the seats are really comfortable and you get a very clear view of the road ahead. The bonnet is slightly visible due to the upright design. Ergonomics are impressive and the well-sized ORVMs are easy to use. The rear windscreen is also adequate and you would not have any problems while reversing. And in order to help you to reverse, you also get a rear view camera. Brezza is powered by a 4-cylinder 1.5-liter engine. And one can immediately feel how refined and silent the engine is. As compared to the competitor's 3-cylinder engine, the noise level and vibrations are impressive. In this city, it just feels adequate and you can easily upshift with ease. Even tackling speed breakers on the second gear is easy for Brezza with a good amount of low end. The other two factors adding to the ease of driving in the city is the light clutch and a smooth gear shifter. The gear slotting is just perfect. The power which was available with the diesel engine is not quite available with this petrol engine due to its weak mid-range. But it is not that slow either, with the 0 to 100 in just 11 seconds. The low end is adequate but the mid-range is average and the engine even tops out at 6000 RPM. You really need to downshift to plan quick overtakes. This was not the case with the outgoing diesel engine, wherein you had ample torque on demand even on the highest gear. Wind noise is excellently controlled, but don't know why the rear parcel tray rattles a lot, spoiling the noise-free drive. Cruising at 3-digit speeds is easily done. And helping that is the presence of cruise control feature. Even at 3-digit speeds, the engine is refined and noise-free. I do feel on the highway a 6-speed gearbox would have been a better option, as the RPMs are quite high at 3-digit speeds around 100 km per hour. The 6th gear would have lowered the RPM and improved the fuel efficiency and the cruising ability of Vitara Brezza. Brezza has got ample ground clearance to tackle those potholed roads. It is no off-roader but can easily tackle huge bumps. Suspension does its job very well as there is no thud or suspension noise and the damping is impressive. The ride quality is neither too soft nor is it very stiff, unlike the pre-facelift Brezza, which had a suspension which was too stiff and noisy. It is now very well tuned. Handling is also very impressive, but what spoils it is the wake steering wheel, which has no feel at all. It is lifeless and spoils all the fun. Now the Vitara Brezza has its own positives and negatives. With the diesel engine out, it is a practical no-nonsense car with a refined petrol engine. Brezza gets the conventional SUV look with the upright bonnet and a squarish profile unlike that of a crossover. With this facelift, Brezza gets a fresh feel to it with the LED setup on the headlamps, tail lamps and fog lamps. In terms of features, it gets auto-dimming IRVM, automatic headlamps, rain-sensing wipers, which are a plus point. Talking about the negatives, Vitara Brezza actually misses out on a lot many features. For example, no sunroof, no rear AC vents, no vanity mirror on the driver's side, no stability control, no wireless charger, no connected car technology, only 2 airbags without even having an option of 6 airbags. Interiors aren't very plush or modern looking, and this is not what a modern millennial would actually want. The competition has much modern looking and premium interiors and are even way more loaded than the Brezza. In terms of pricing, Brezza starts at 7.40 lakh to 11.40 lakh, which is not very competitive as it misses out on the small car benefit due to the large 1.5 litre petrol engine. The petrol engine does its job well, but it is not as efficient as the diesel engine. The kitna deti hai factor is somewhat lost with this petrol engine. Now the engine, suspension, transmission, handling and the 4-star global NCAP rating do work in favor of Maruti Vitara Brezza. So ladies and gentlemen, we will be back with another review soon. Please like our video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.